Protests happening around the world as Venezuela's Nicolas Maduro is sworn in for his third presidential term. Opposition leader María Corina Machado spoke out after his inauguration.
Hoy, 10 de enero, Maduro consolida un golpe de Estado. Frente a los venezolanos y frente al mundo, decidieron cruzar la raya roja que oficializa la violación a la Constitución Nacional.
President-elect Trump warning Maduro not to harm freedom fighters like Machado. Florida Congresswoman María Salazar joins us now. Congresswoman, thank you for joining us. You say that come January 20th, when Donald Trump is in power, that Corina María Machado and all of the opposition movement, that things are going to change, that they're going to have the full support of this administration. What does that mean? What does that look like?
And thank you, Rachel, for having me. And yeah, Maria Corina Machado, and it's the bravest woman in Latin America. And I spoke with her shortly after she was released, and she told me single-handedly that President Donald Trump saved her life. He saved her life by putting out that tweet. She is deeply grateful, utmost respect for the president. She knows that he single-handedly saved her because Maduro fears her, but fears Trump even more. He knows that President Trump is reshifting power back to the United States from Latin America, and that we are the ally of choice. So that's the message that she wanted me to send to the president.
Well, absolutely. But what kind of support do you want the president to do? I mean, you're right. There's no question that that tweet was a shot across the bow to Nicolas Maduro saying, don't touch her. You're going to have to deal with me. No question about that.
Correct.
But what does she want, or what does the Venezuelan opposition want from Donald Trump once he's in office?
Well, we know that there's a new sheriff in town, and what Trump is going to do, he should do this second time, the same thing he did the first time. He sent a very clear message to Maduro that we're not going to do business with him. He set the harshest sanctions against the country, meaning we're not going to buy your oil. And now President Trump has something called the Barbados Agreement, which Maduro clearly committed to free and fair elections, and that if he were to lose the election, which he did, 70-30, he was going to go. So Trump has a very big document to say, you got to go. You have to go. You are not the legitimate president. America is, we want a democratic America, and let's see how we can figure out your exit, period.
I spoke to María Corina Machado this week. Here's what she said.
Lo que nosotros esperamos de los gobiernos democráticos del mundo, que entiendan que los venezolanos ya decidimos, que con la fuerza y la organización y el coraje hemos derrotado al régimen. Maduro ha perdido todo. Lo único que le queda, Rachel, es la amenaza de represión. En toda Venezuela y alrededor del mundo saldremos en paz, en familia, a que se escuche la voz de un pueblo que decidió ser libre. Y lo vamos a lograr.
Congresswoman, I think that this is a message not just to Nicolas Maduro, but to the Chinese, who have been an enabler of this regime, isn't it? Isn't this really just about the entire Western Hemisphere?
Of course. And I'm glad that you're saying that. For everyone that's watching, Rachel, Venezuela is not just a country somewhere in Latin America. Venezuela is a national security problem for this country, for all of us. Venezuela is behind the largest migrant crisis that we're confronting through the southern border. And Venezuela is behind the largest gang that is attacking every single city in this country, meaning the Tren de Aragua. So Venezuela is a national security council, and national security threat, and we have to deal with it. Period.
Absolutely. You're right. María Corina Machado is the bravest woman in Latin America. Her courage is absolutely astounding. She also said that if she is captured, please do not negotiate my freedom for the freedom of Venezuela. I mean, she's incredible. Congresswoman, thanks for joining us, and thanks for staying on top of this issue. It matters not just to Venezuela and America, but to the entire hemisphere. Thank you.
Of course. Thanks to you, Rachel.
You got it.